Travis is wanting in. Okay, so we are recording, I hope. Yep, it shows right there we're recording. Now,
Okay, perfect.
okay, so
Yeah.
But don't worry about these other two where it says additional desired and all that. What I want to know from you, is this a bridge loan or is this a long-term rental? Those are the only two I really care about the most. The rest is more of internal for us in processing and underwriting. But so select either bridge or long-term rental and then move on, okay?
Okay.
So then you get the borrower's name, borrower's email, phone number, great. Credit score, great. Experience, great. You're good there. Entity, great. That's all perfect. And your bridge loan, borrower occupancy is an investment. He's purchasing this. Now we don't do, on a fix and flip, our standard is 12 months. If you need longer than that, you'll need to let me know why. I'll do 18 months most of the time. I hardly ever do 24. Okay.
Okay.
There's no cross collateral, so we need to get rid of that. And then property rehab. So you have your purchase price, your as is value, and your ARV. Good. Good. Now you've got 20% down here. You've got 28,000 in rehab, but you're at 80% of ARV. So if I'm buying this house for $377,000, what you put in here, and I'm putting $28,000 or let's just say $30,000 into it, I'm at $400,000 in cost on a property that's only worth $410 when I'm all said and done. That deal does not make sense. And this number right here, Alistair, cannot be above 70%. You with me?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So on the surface, you're overspending. This borrower is overspending on this property. So I don't know if this number is wrong or if this is a legit deal. But looking at this right here now, these are the two numbers. You always want to look at this number below 70% or below, and this number 85% or less. If those two numbers are within that range, you're good to go. If either one of them exceed that range, then the deal is no good. Okay? But
so in this case, what do we do?
Well, first of all, we call the borrower and ask them why they want to be stupid in a very polite, professional way. Why would you want to buy a property for $377,000, put $30,000 in rehab for it to only be worth $410? The best case would be for this to be a rental property with no rehab, okay? And then I make him put, if he's got experience on that, he could put, 20-25% down. He was a 782. So we could do a 20% down on this, and he's fine. But this needs to be flipped to a long-term rental if he's going that direction. But as a fix and flip, there's no equity in this deal. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you're going to have to ask the customer, what do you want to do, and why do you think it's only going to be worth $400,000 if you're buying it at the top of the market?
Okay.
Okay. That's what Rich needs to find out once he gets off his medication. But that deal doesn't work under that sense. So, but we'll move forward. So let's just move on. The purchase contract in place, yes. They're not adding square footage, and they will personally guarantee it. So then you hit save. Now, the next step for you to go to is jump past full app, borrows info, and go to the loan info tab. So you do the quick app. This gives you a preliminary foundation of numbers. And now you want to go here. Again, I don't know why that didn't save. All right, see there. Interest rate, and then of course you've got your pricing model, or Rich does, to price it out. This guy has a couple of deals of experience, so he's limited. We're going to keep this as a fix and flip since that's how it's established. But So you've got to put in the interest rate to be able to calculate payment. If I don't have an interest rate here, there's no payment here, okay? So in order to quote anything, you've got to be able to put in an interest rate. Fixed, interest only, 12 months, good to go there. On a fix and flip, we do not escrow for title and taxes and insurance. On the 30-year rental, we do.
Can you give me one moment? Rich is calling me.
Go right ahead, buddy.
Hey, Rich. Yes, yes. Me and Toby will be on Zoom. Oh, yes, I can. Yeah, Toby.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
back, but I'm guiding Rich because he has issues with his computer, so he's trying to log into Zoom. So
Okay,
give me a minute, okay? I'm trying to bring him in Zoom.
sure, absolutely, bud. I'm at your service, so just do what you got to do.
All right, all right.
We're gonna do 10 million this month. Nice,
Okay, the number is
nice.
920 8691 0060. D for Delta, uppercase. 6X, uppercase. Again, X, lowercase. YJ, uppercase, YJ. Hello, Toby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rich is in. You need to allow access.
Oh, there. Yep, he is. There we
Oh
go.
yeah.
You there, Rich?
Yes, he's there.
All right. So we ready to keep going? Hey, Rich.
Hey, brother.
How are you?
Rock and roll, man. Let's go.
All right. So we put in an interest rate. So I was telling Alistair that this deal that he put in, this is on Mr. Madrado Lago. He's
Yeah.
buying the property for 377,000. His ARV is only 410, and he's wanting to put about $30,000 in rehab. The numbers don't work. He's way above leverage, but this would be fine to turn this one into a rental, a long-term rental.
That's correct. This guy is the same borrower, Toby, as 10430.
Okay.
He
So the number,
buys, puts his own money into rehab.
okay,
And so what we've always done was just based on 80%. I know I got to learn the new algorithms the way y'all are
yes, sir.
correctly, but and then to market, you know, of course, puts us way under on LTV.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but what we can do, the minute you remove the rehab, I'm at an 80% loan to value, and we're rocking and rolling. This guy can do rehab on his own. So we could, the best deal for this guy with this credit would be to change him to a long-term rental, move that rate to probably, I'm just going to guess because I'm not going to price it out real quick, at 6% on a 30-year.
No, Toby, I'm with you on that, but he has he's kind of an, I don't want to say older guy, but he's sort of set in his ways. In this, like the other loan we did with him, the 10430, I asked him, I suggested the same thing to go 30 year. And he goes, no, I want 1 year and then I'm going to refinance it out myself. The truth is, I think he's going to try to go to institutional refi, like another loan that he has at,
Okay.
4%.
Then,
So he doesn't want it. So I said, no problem. We'll give you the bridge. And, if you want to refi me out, then go ahead.
okay. Then in that case, you'd have to just put, because the numbers don't work, you'd have to put the 25% down. I'm not going to do rehab on it. And then he's rocking and rolling. Now,
If that's the case, can we go ahead and reimburse him for some of his rehab with an inspection? Because he's expecting that I'm, going to give him 80% of purchase.
no.
What's the ARV? I don't remember.
I'm at 75% loan to value. If I do rehab on this deal, which was 28.3, and he was putting 20% down,
Yeah.
I'm at 77% ARV. I'm 7% over my threshold.
Okay. ARV is only what, 410?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're saying ARV is 410, so he's got $400,000 purchase cost on this deal on a 410 ARV. He's buying it at full market value.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense at all.
Hang on 1 second. Let me pull up that appraisal real quick. I don't know how to get out of here for a second. I know there's a way to split screen this. Hang on 1 second. Side by side. Oh, it didn't work. Can we just pull up the appraisal real quick? I just want to see something.
Is it? Yeah, if it's in the file, you bet. Hold on 1 second. Oh, wait, hold on.
Just so you can scroll down almost all the way to the end. I want to just see if there's a scope. The scope of work should be in there. And a little bit above it should be the ARV. I don't know why it's only 410. It doesn't sound right. All right, that's up. Oh, back. A little bit more. A little bit more. Oh, right there.
410. As is 390 after repaired subject to value, 410.
I'll be damned. Well,
Yeah.
it's pretty conservative.
Not a very big spread. So
All right. So the best that we can do then is loaning 75 of the
as
410 or 75 of
No.
the 3.
it's 377.
What's his purchase price again?
377.
All right. So we can only go 70. We can't go 80% on that then.
No, not on a bridge. I can on the long term. Now I can do a long term with no prepay and give him 80%.
You can?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Oh yeah. I can do a 80% purchase, no prepay, all day long.
The only difference is there ain't no participation because you're giving them cheap interest, right?
But yeah, I mean you're going to only get points anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to give up the back end, I guess.
Yeah, we
Well-
can price this out for you on a 30-year. You have the pricing engine. I don't have it in front of me, but you could price this out on a 30-year, give him the 80% with no prepay. He's still going to be lower in rate, probably going to be about 7 and a quarter on the rate. So he's still cheaper on the rate than what we've got here on the bridge.
Well,
Does that make sense? That's what the guy
considering
wants.
this is the second of what I consider to be many loans with this guy, I guess then we got to do what's best for him. This ain't no one-shot deal here.
Yeah,
So
I'm telling you,
let's
in
go
my
with that so we
opinion-
can get him the 80% and tell him Merry Christmas.
yeah, I will. In my opinion, and we could also throw him. I got to make sure there's not enough too many hits, but I could throw him on an interest only 10-year arm with no prepay and really give him the lowest absolute payment possible.
Well, then he probably would not have to refi it, and
I could do that right
you
there.
could be on the. You could have it on your books for a long time.
Yeah, he's got a 30-year, 10-year arm, interest only, no prepay, and we get rid of the rehab. So he puts a 20% down. To me, that's the best deal for this guy. That's the way I would try to sell it.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So, all right, Alistair, back to training. So, and this is
Okay.
where you've got those two, you've got to decide what's best for your client. But the minute that your leverages go above the threshold, you've got to revamp. And that's why that quick app was so important. Over here, when we started there, that starts out your leverage numbers and you play with it there. But let's flip this over to a long term and see if we can make this guy happy this way. Now, these fees are your fees. This is templated to us when we have brokered loans or direct to consumer, but this is your fee sheet, not ours.
Right.
Our fees on a table fund is just the 1%, so you can change that, and our 660 due diligence, whatever you want to call it. It's right over here. So we would, our due diligence comes in right here at 660, and then whatever you want to put in here is the rest is all yours.
Yep.
Okay.
Got it. Yep.
The one thing you will need to change, Alistair, is the monthly taxes. So here you'll put the annual taxes, annual insurance. This will then give you a PI and a PITI, but you need to be able to put those in there. And then you've got to put that in here.
Got it.
So let's say we're going to try to close this one by December 15th. So you're going to collect interest for that till January of 2021 first. Okay. So that's going to calculate your days of interest right here so that you're quoting them a true number here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you always got to have 6 to 9 months of interest reserves. These do not have to be escrowed anywhere. We just have to validate them like we're doing with your Paula lady.
Got it.
So now this borrower with his 20% down plus 13,126 in closing costs, which is right there, equals a total of cash needed to close 88,526. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And then you're going to answer these questions. We're assuming we're going to try to close this one by December 15th. I want you to put this, Alistair, I want you to put this to be a true and accurate number. When you get the contract, I want this filled in there. And I also want it filled in up here, desired closing date. Our desired closing date is, we're assuming, I'm just making this up. And then we will put in an actual closing date as to when it actually closes on or before. This helps us measure how we're performing according to contractual dates and closing turn times, okay?
Have we looked at the contractual closing date on this?
We have not. So
Let's
let
take
me,
a quick look because I think I'm starting to get a little squeeze ball on it.
yeah, so before you get out of a tab, Alistair, always hit save or you will lose it all.
Okay.
Purchase contract.
Scroll down, look, there it is. Well, no, too far. Go back, the first, bottom of the first page. That's the Florida contract. It's always on the bottom of the first page.
This is November 10th.
Yeah.
Started below closing.
Yeah, so obviously December 16th don't work, but for the moment, whatever. It's just
Yep.
on a, we're gonna have to get an update and hopefully we'll get a cooperative seller.
You guys are the king of getting these blown contract dates.
Yeah, it's our bad. We're just behind, and these other 5 lost friggin' days didn't help any. That's for sure.
Gotcha. All right, so we know we've got to get an extension on that, but we'll go for it. So now you're going to put those numbers in there. There's no second liens. This one you're going to mark no prepay. If it was a traditional deal, long term, you're going to mark yes. Then you can jump right over here. Did you see that open up, Alistair? You see this is
Yes,
black right here. We click yes, that opens up. Prepayment penalty. So it's either 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, whatever. Tradition is 5. So it's 5% for 5 years. It's a declining interest prepayment penalty. It's not assumable. Hopefully there's not a wholesale fee. None of this. There's not a balloon. And it is a limited doc. So that's the only one you're going to mark yes. Will not be into repurchase. No. Deed of trust is your security instrument. And it is always title or estate will be held fee simple. And we're marking this as a long-term rental. Your other option may have been fix or flip as you originally started it. Okay?
Okay.
You hit save. Now you, Alistair, have done those 2 things. You've done the quick app, which set up the foundation of the borrower and the property. Now you've gone into loan info and you've crunched all the numbers and marked all the tools. Your next step would be to send out loan term sheet and app and all that to the borrower. So you go to the docs tab.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go kill a dog.
You kill a dog. And you scroll all the way down here to the auto-generated document. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
And you go right here. Now you can do one of 2 things. You can either just send out a loan term sheet, which is this right here, and you can click on that, and that's a PDF. And this is all your numbers. So this is, and we'll white label this for you, so you don't want to send this out. This gives you that this is a purchase on this property. This is our borrower. This is the entity. This is the 360 months, 10-year arm interest only.
Telling you, not another
No
bar.
prepay. Well, this we've got to change that because we did put a prepay because I was showing as an example. So this was where you kind of check, say, oh shoot, I can't do that. So now I'm going to go back and fix that. And just because you mark this no, doesn't delete that. It will still show up on that loan term sheet. So you got to take this out. Okay.
Okay.
And now you do your loan term sheet. And boom, see, no more prepay. It's all gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you can send this to your borrower and you're golden. You've quoted him all the loans. Or you guys can dump it into your system and send it out. I don't care. Okay. This is where you're going to have your borrower's authorization, your full loan application, however you guys want to. If you want to send your stuff out and then just transfer it over, that's fine too. You would go here to this tab, the full app, and then you would transfer all the data into here. Okay? I'm good with that, 100%. So you really have three things. You have the quick app, the loan info, and then you want to somehow dump your full loan app in there and then go to your docs like you've done. Looks like you've done really good. And you've uploaded all this. What we will do is go here and we will start at the top and we will start clearing these. Whether the document is okay, whether it is incomplete, or whether it needs a manager's review. And you can see I got green, yellow, and pink. It's supposed to be red. But green means good to go. This one means no, it's on hold, caution. Red means, oh, we may have a problem, we may not, but I need somebody to sign off on it. We will then also, so needs manager review, we'll click on this and say, document is not valid, okay? We'll hit save. And now you see that there's a message here. And you can say, oh, Toby jumped in here on the 17th at 4:26 and said there's a message, document's not valid. I need to call him and find out what's going on. You can also go right up here and see this is where I can track all the activity on your file. Here's where it shows me everything that you've done and when you've done it. It's all time stamped and when you uploaded and what you uploaded, or any conversations we may have had.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You see the interest rate was changed to 7.5, interest rate was changed back and forth. So every time you do something in the file, then there's a timestamp on it. This is how we can communicate. And of course, they're all timestamped here when you upload them. Okay?
Okay.
Is any questions so far? I probably went 92 miles an hour too fast, but did I help you out at all?
Oh, yes, yes, Toby. Absolutely, yes, it did.
Okay.
Toby, can we print out the full, can we do a digital blank full app? So we're just sending your app out rather than ours?
Yeah. Well, you can do one. You can, there's a couple of things. If you wanted to send everything to the borrower and to keep it e-signed, you go right here to compose email. Okay. You click on that. Customize templates. We've already got them built. LO1 says, congratulations, Mardano. Your loan has been pre-approved. Click this link and complete the full loan application. You see that right there?
Yeah.
And then you just dump his, you already got his email in there. So you click on that and now you can send that full app out to him. Right then and there, he fills out, he signs it, sends it right back. It goes right back into the system. So it would come in right here under the zip drive files.
Got it. Okay.
So if you wanted to
And
do
what
that,
about the brokers? What about, because, you know, I got a lot of business from a lot of brokers.
yeah.
So
And then-
I'll just send them a blank app and then they can forward that onto their, or they can do it
So-
however they want to do it. They can fill
Right,
it out with them over the phone and then send them a DocuSign or whatever.
right. You can go right here to the loan docs and you can pull this up as a PDF. And you can, let's just say this one's blank and you can send that to him and have them fill it out, or you can send this to them and just have them sign it right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have both, and that's why there's two different colors there. Hold on. The blue is the e-signed, the red is a PDF on all this. So any of them where you see there's two, one being blue and one being red, the blue is the e-sign, the red is the PDF.
Okay, now
Right.
Toby, how do we find an empty loan application? I mean, this has all the
Yep.
information in there.
You bet. So here, that's a great question, buddy. So hold on. My thing's got to go away. Go away. Go away. All right. So here you are, and you want to start a new deal. You go to Quick App. And I now have a blank app right here with nothing filled out into it. You can enter in just the guy's first name and last name and send it out, or we can send you a templated, just a blank one to have on file.
Yes, that would be great.
And so we can do that without any problem.
I like the idea of sending it from here and so when they fill it out, it comes right back to us and it's already DocuSigned. I'm trying to think, can we add, other than the borrower's email, can we send it to the broker who can then forward it to the borrower in that sense?
That is correct. So when let's go back over here. Let's assume there's a broker involved here.
Mhm.
So when you compose this, you can dump his name in there and you can see, I can add in Rich
Okay, got it.
and boom. Now both go in, or I can just put in Rich. I want to
Got
send this just to Rich.
Got it. Okay. Can
Okay.
we get ourselves on there on a signature line?
Yeah, I'm working on getting all this white label so that when I compose this, let's pull. Because what you don't want right now is like this loan term sheet. This has Global's name all over it.
No, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah. So we're getting the white labels built for you right now.
Okay.
And this is your loan term sheet that had all the crunching of the numbers, and this is where if you had a broker involved, you could put their points right here.
Right, got it.
But we've
Yeah,
got
that's funny. I probably haven't done a term sheet in 15 years.
that's all we do is send out loan term sheets all day long.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the world's changed so much.
Yep. So
I did a lot better when I would go out and say, yeah, I'll give you 150,000. We'll close next week. See you later.
yeah. All right, Alistair, any more questions?
No.
Okay. This is recorded. I will send you the zip file of the recording in case you have any other questions. You can
All
refer
right.
back to
I
it.
have a couple of thoughts here.
Sure.
In the last hour, I've gotten two anxious phone calls from Alistair from 2197 and from Roxana, which is a 30-year deal at 85, whatever it is, 81, 85 or whatever. We got to get those uploaded like now.
Okay.
And see how quickly we can get them punched through. One of them has a squeeze play because they have a private loan on there now and it matured. And the private lender who I happen to know is a real pain in the ass and he's really throwing a lot of stones at this guy.
Okay.
And trying to capture his business. So I've had to file for 2 weeks and it's not even been uploaded anywhere. So it sucks. But we've got pretty complete docs on it right now. So oh, man,
I'm going to go through, well, I want you guys to let me know if Madrano wants to take, I'll price Madrano out, Madrano, on the 30-year, no prepayment. I'll send you what that looks like. If you guys, if he's good to go, then I
If
will.
you do that, I'm gonna call him right away. Full transparency. If he makes me go the other way and requires 80%, one of two things. I either got to go to my other fund that does 80% or B piece, which I would put on there, but I'm not sure if you allow me to do B piece.
We can talk about it.
I mean, I've probably got, several $100,000 in a $15 million portfolio of Clear Street. Maybe I have not even 200,000 in B pieces, and I just did it to make the deals.
Yeah.
But there I could go 80, but the guy wanted 85, and I knew him for 10 years, so I just threw the other 5% in. Or I can, yes, just listen. The reason why I like a two-legged stool or a three-legged stool is so we can, meet all of our customers' demands. That's all.
Okay. Well, let me price this out. You sell which way we need to go with it, and we'll figure it out from there.
All right. Well, I'm just going to say to him, I'm even going to quote him. I'm just going to say, listen, you're going to be able to get a significantly lower interest rate. If we go with 30 years, you can get 80%. Otherwise, you got to put the extra money down and treat it as a bridge, and then you can refinance it, or we'll be happy to refinance it for you.
Yeah, and
once you
there's
stabilize.
no prepay. Yeah, and there's no prepay on it, so should be no resistance. But let me get this price out, send it over to you. If he's good to go, then we'll start doing a preliminary underwrite because you've got quite a bit uploaded. We'll start doing a preliminary underwriting and a needs list on that.
All right, and on Joseph Poolholes, did you guys go over that one, the grant one, 801 grant?
On which one?
The one in the middle there, Joseph Poolholes.
I haven't even looked at it. Let me look at it real quick.
If we could, he's called me also today, only twice.
Okay, so Alistair, what am I supposed to put right here?
Yeah, this is a refinance.
It's one of two deals goes right here. Which one is it? Remember? This is the first thing we talked about. Is this
yes, you said it's a bridge loan or a purchase loan.
There you go. No, or long term.
Long term.
Yeah, we have the 30-year rental or bridge. Okay.
Bridge.
So this is a bridge, right?
Yeah.
And it's a 737. No experience.
Oh, long experience. Very long on experience.
Yes or no?
Yes.
How much experience?
Probably 50 deals.
Okay, all cares about 4 more.
On our requirement. How many do we have on our punch out list, Alistair? I think at least 4 or 5.
So this is just a rate term?
It's actually a cash out. He couldn't wait any longer and he paid cash for it a few weeks ago. He wants to cash out, so he has liquidity to complete the fix and flip.
Okay. So he is doing rehab?
Yes. All
right.
But he paid cash. I mean, this is
paid cash for it?
Kind of a fix and flip guy that always has his own cash.
Yeah.
And he don't wait around because his model is based on I close next week kind of deal. And he gets a lot of deals that way, and he has the cash to do it.
Are we wanting to finance the rehab, or is he wanting to just use the cash out and rehab out of pocket?
He just wants the 92.8 or whatever it was, period, and he'll take care of it himself. He doesn't want to pay him more. I tried to get him to get more, but he wouldn't do it. Okay.
So we're going to go to 70%, max out on the cash out.
Yeah.
And then, so no contract. Exit strategy is going to be a fix and flip. He's not adding square footage. We're golden there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's my next tab I'm going to go to, Alistair?
We need to go to the borrower info.
No, loan info.
Loan info.
Quick app loan info. Okay.
Okay.
We want estimated closing date. Let's just say we could squeeze this one through, close immediately. This guy's experienced. He's got good credit. We're at a very low at 65%. So I'm going to be
I quoted him 10.
You quoted him 10? Great.
Let's make some money, buddy.
No, that's
You just gave away my back end on the other one. I got to make a living here, bro.
well, yeah. So Alistair, I want you to start putting this in because I don't know what you're quoting your borrowers. I'll tell you what I'll buy it at, but you need to tell me what you're quoting the borrowers. You have my rate sheet, so you should know what your buy price is.
I'll let you know what that's going to be.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
And then you guys charging 2, that's it? So, and then you get your points on the back?
Yes, 2 and then the points in the back. There is a broker on the deal.
There is a broker on the deal?
Mhm.
Okay, so then we need to build that in. So how much is the broker getting?
1 point, just like you got in there.
Well, that's us.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah, if we're funding it, remember we got a 1% due diligence.
No, I'm funding it.
Oh, you're funding it. We're buying it from you.
Yeah, either way. I mean, I'll use the line if you want me to, or I won't.
It does not make me any difference. So I'm going to keep it like that. You fund it and I'll buy it from you.
Right.
And then this only needs 3 months. So we've got a total of 58.97. See that? So I'm going to go up here because we'll always roll that in. And he's going to net about $88,000 cash out. Okay?
Yeah.
And that financed almost 100% of it. We missed it by 50 cents, no big deal. We'll catch that at title. And then Alistair, I want you to fill all this in, okay? But that deal looks good to go. Now, I didn't see any docs loaded. Did you already load?
Yes, I did.
You did? Let me look. Perfect. Good deal. Title, insurance. Nice. Okay, so we got 2 files to start underwriting for you and give you a needs list. So let me go back here real quick.
That's the one that's got the joint venture. It's the brother. There's 2 brothers.
I'm just marking that. So like I told you, I only want you selecting bridge loan for long-term rental.
Long-term.
We'll do the rest inside, okay?
Okay.
You got the word. All right. That deal works. So we're at a 40. This is a slam dunk. So cash out refi, everything's good. We'll start underwriting. We'll have tips for you first thing in the morning, okay?
Yeah. In the next 2 hours, you're going to have 2 more if that's all right.
That would be okay. Why is my loan amount not popping? Hold on, let me refresh this. There we go. All right, now we got a loan amount. And because we didn't have an interest rate in there, it wasn't populating anything there. Okay?
Yeah, that was on Lago, Mr. Lago.
Yep. All right. So
Toby, before you run off, can you go to 10430? And I think we've got everything in there on that.
I don't see that one. This is your pipeline.
No. That's the one on the other tape.
Oh, that's on the other tape. Okay. That's on a different deal. Rochelle only has access to that because that's a buy tape through the teams. I'll have her. You need update on that one too?
Yes, please. I believe that we've got, let me just double check. And Alistair, did the insurance come in? It was supposed to be in this morning. You know if it came in this morning on 10430? I don't know how to get out of this screen to look at my email real quick.
Yes, Rich. Anna sent me.
The
She
insurance.
sent me the bank statements. No, she didn't send me the insurance.
She did?
No, she didn't.
She did not send you the insurance?
Yeah.
All right. Toby, also let me check on that, and I'll update Rochelle on that platform as soon as I make sure I've got. The only thing we're missing was the insurance, and he was transferring up. I know that she told me earlier today, in the middle of my debacle with my computer, that he was transferring over the money into his other account. So it would just show the other, I don't know, $5,000-6,000, whatever it was,
Perfect.
on the 104,301. So the only question was the insurance, and I'll get with Rochelle on that, if that's all right.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, we're gonna upload those other two now.
Okay. I'll get to underwriting on these right now.
Thanks so much, buddy.
All right,
Appreciate it.
gentlemen. Have
Okay.
a good one.
Yeah, Toby, before we let you go, I have two questions. Number one, if you open the first file, um,
Joseph,
yeah, is that Pepin? Is that Pepin? Let me check.
Pepin Investments.
Yes, is that the one? Yeah, I think that's the one. Yes. Okay, now if you look at the document, remember Richie wanted me to ask him this question about the joint venture.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what. Oh, the reason that we had this joint venture in there?
Yes.
Yeah, well, just under corporate docs. Oh, where to put it. We weren't sure where to designate that as title or it's under experience. The joint venture, it would be between Pepin and Prime, who's his brother. They've done a gazillion deals together, but the reason is several of them in there between the two of them. And when the joint venture agreement, we weren't sure to designate that as title or under experience or both.
And because the joint venture, we're using that to for the experience tracking, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so it would go there.
Okay.
And then you can put this right here in the file name. You can put JV agreement, and then that way we'll know to be looking for that as solidifying the experience tracking.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And with that, we figured we need to also put in the Sunbiz and all that stuff, operating agreement, et cetera, for Prime also, or do we need to
Yeah.
do that?
Because you've got the joint venture in there.
Yeah, we have that, but I didn't know if we needed to upload the other operating agreement, et cetera, for Prime investors.
So let me see here real quick. So Ricardo is our client. Pepin Investments is the
Joseph,
other one, right?
Joseph is actually
No, no, no. Joseph is the client. Ricardo is his
Joseph
brother.
is a client, and this is his brother Ricardo.
Yeah.
So what you're asking me is, do we need to upload operating agreement and articles for prime investors?
Correct.
The answer to that is yes, because I've got to make sure that even though it's stupid, I've got to verify that his brother had the right to do a joint venture with him, and that there's nobody else that could have X that out.
Okay, no problem.
And it's
All right,
just
so we're just gonna give you everything. We'll give you the articles, operating agreement, EIN, blah, everything on Prime Investors, because we wind up doing other deals with Prime Investors too. So we may as well just have everything in there. So
perfect.
we'll go ahead and upload that.
I'm going to move this one over to all right.
All right, we're gonna upload the other two also, but I'd appreciate if you could give us some kind of a feedback on these two. And the other two are coming right behind.
All right, I'm on it right now.
I'm gonna get with Mr. Lago and I'll get back to you via email on that.
Sounds good.
Email it or just put it on the platform.
Just put it. You just put it right here. Or yeah, you can put it on the other. You're talking about the other one. Yeah, just load it up into the credit folder.
Got it. Okay, cool. This was very helpful.
All right, gentlemen. Call me if you have any questions.
Yeah, Toby, before I let you go, is there any way you could give a two-way access for me and Rich? Because, you know, when he is in there, I'm not able to log in. And, you know, if you're explaining something,
Okay.
it makes it really difficult.
Yep. I will give you dual access.
Okay, so
Perfect.
dual access of the same processing, are you gonna give it another name like processing 2 or something like that?
One of you will have one login, the other one will have another login. That way you're not knocking each other off.
Okay, yeah, and that way we can, when we're Skyping back and forth, we can
Yes,
look at
correct.
each other's screen. It'll be much more efficient. Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, we got some work to do here, buddy. Let's
All
go.
right, guys. Talk to you soon.
Hey, man. See ya.
Thanks.